Manchester United 2, West Ham 3. Absolutely disgusted, really disgusted. I thought, I really did, if you're watching the watch along, I said we'll win this game 3 or 4-1. With Martial back in the team, Rashford up front, we've got the players to really cause West Ham problems, exactly like we did against them in the Cup. First half, didn't even show up. And the biggest thing, I'm going to say it straight away, that really annoys me is that I know we don't deserve top 4 this season. We've been absolutely abysmal. You know it, I know it. Everybody knows it. But what frustrates the hell out of me the most is that by some miracle, Manchester City decided to be worse than us and throw us a lifeline and hand us top 4 on an absolute plate, even though Van Gaal doesn't deserve it. It's handed to us on absolute plate. We go to West Ham, the bus gets pummeled, everybody should be absolutely up for it, and we come out and show the fight of a butterfly's fart. Absolutely nothing in the first half. A miracle we're only 1-0 down. We get to half time, he makes the right change, he brings Carrick on because Schneidlin, what's he done to Schneidlin? The best midfielder for 2 years in a row, arguably, at Southampton. Absolutely ridiculously bad for Manchester United. I blame Van Gaal. But Carrick comes on. We get a stepping stone into the game. Martial typically does 2 bits of individual brilliance to get us back in front of it 2-1. You think, right, all we've got to do now is show a bit of character, a bit of backbone, and stop giving away silly free kicks so they can put balls in the box. And in no time, we're 3-2 down. But even then, with 10 minutes to go, you knew if we were 3-2 up against West Ham with 10 minutes to go, they're going to put the ball in the box, they're going to create chances. We create absolutely nothing. This massive opportunity of getting 4th place in front of us, where even a draw wouldn't have been fantastic, but it would have been better than losing. Even a draw would have been okay. We create absolutely nothing in that last 10 minutes. What did we do in that last 10 minutes? It's just indicative of our whole season. It's a whimper. It's the Champions League, easy group stage. We go out with a whimper. It's Liverpool, our biggest rivals over 2 legs in the Europa League. We go out with a whimper. It's 3-2 down to West Ham with 10 minutes to go. For 4th place that's in our hands, we go out with a whimper. This is absolutely unacceptable. Manchester United do not go out of trophies like that. We have a manager who self-admits, I'm not a manager who takes risks. Manchester United has always been about risks, about getting people in the box, putting the ball in the box, overloading the box, and we just do not do it anymore. And I cannot get beyond the fact that I thought we were going to, my lips are safe. I said in January, if we get top 4, I'll kiss every fan's arse outside Old Trafford. Looks like I'm safe. I didn't think I was going to be. I thought even Van Gaal can't mess this up from this situation. Even Van Gaal won't mess up the fact that all we've got to do, we'll beat Bournemouth on Saturday. We'll still beat on Sunday. We'll still beat Bournemouth. But tonight, even that last 10 minutes, even just a draw. I know it wouldn't have been ideal, but a draw would have been a point behind City. They would have to then beat Swansea because we would have beaten Bournemouth. They'd have to win at Swansea, and I don't necessarily think they will. I don't think they're going to lose there, though. We need them to lose at Swansea now. It's back in somebody else's hand. Our season is back in somebody else's hand when it was in our hand for 48 hours, and he just can't do it. He just can't do it. Over the whole game, how many chances... You take De Gea and Martial out of our season, where do we finish? Mid-table would be pretty good, I think. I think we'd be about 14th. We are a 2-man team. Our goalkeeper is player of the year every year, and with no Anthony Martial in it, we've got no individual brilliance. It is shocking. He's had a long time. He's had 2 years. He's spent a lot of money. We were talking about it on the watch-along. How nice would it have been to have in the last half an hour Hernandez, Welbeck or Robin Van Persie? Maybe they're not good enough to be first-team players. I'd argue that Robin Van Persie still is, but... what an option off the bench. He got rid of all those, and then you look at the bench, who have we got to throw on to get a goal? Memphis, who's just been destroyed. Januzaj, been rubbish. The only good time he was under Moyes. We've nothing on the bench, but who's injured? Who's injured? Who's missing off that bench that we can bring on? Luke Shaw's not a forward. The squad's in an awful, awful situation, and we've got what we deserved. The fans haven't. The players have. They could do more. The manager got to go. Absolute joke. The fans deserve a hell of a lot more. And how embarrassing that our club go to West Ham, get treated so badly that their team coaches bombed the hooliganism of the 80s. You expect a bit of fight. You expect an embarrassment. But they not only can they bomb our bloody bus with bottles, they can go in and absolutely mug us off on the pitch as well. We're just a shadow of what Manchester United are. And it's sad, sad, sad. And what I want to say as well is that I thought the referee was poor. I don't want to look for excuses. I thought the referee was poor. I thought the tackle Andy Carroll did on Blind, you could see it a mile off. He was never going to get the ball. He went through the back of him. He should have been sent off. I thought the ref was absolutely rubbish and gave West Ham absolutely everything. But you get what you deserve over a season. If we got 4th place, I don't think we did deserve it, but over the season we would have been 4th. So you get it. People are worse than us. But to throw that away is inexcusable. He won't be sacked tomorrow. I know everyone's going to say sack him. He won't be sacked tomorrow because it's still mathematically possible we can get top 4. I'll tell you what, we'll probably still get top 4. I bet City are even worse than us and they'll lose to Swansea. We don't deserve it. We didn't deserve it before tonight. But what frustrates me the most about it is that today's been a horrible day. It's been a horrible day for Manchester United fans because this morning Renato Sanchez, if you didn't know, signed for Bayern Munich. Now, Renato Sanchez is a player that Mourinho wanted when he was at Chelsea before Christmas. They've got the same agent. If Jose Mourinho is going to be Manchester United manager, he would want Renato Sanchez. They've got the same agent. If Renato Sanchez has just suddenly signed for Bayern Munich, something has gone wrong between Jorge Mendes, Mourinho and Manchester United. And I greatly fear that they have probably said something like them at the weekend, you need to put up or shut up and say if Mourinho's going to be the manager. And I think Woodward's gone, hold on, we might be getting top 4 because of Man City. You can wait. We might be keeping Van out. And I think that's why Sanchez has gone to Bayern Munich. And we've either got to do a lot of begging or I really do fear we've messed the Mourinho deal up and we're stuck with Van Gaal. I think he's got to go. He's got to go. The only positive about us not getting top 4 is that he's got to go. But I'm still not convinced. I think this Renato Sanchez deal, it really does disappoint me because I think he would have been a fantastic box-to-box midfielder for United. But I think it symbolises, because of who his agent is and because that's Mourinho's agent, I really do think it symbolises we're not getting Mourinho. And I think that is absolutely terrifying. I think the season's just a total write-off. And I'd love to say the positive will be, I said last week I'd sacrifice top 4 to get rid of Van Gaal. I don't even know if that's going to happen now. But if that happens, at least that is something. Because he's got to go. To lose that situation like that and then to go from 2-1 up to 3-2 down in 10 minutes is bad enough. But then to have 10 minutes to get a goal, even a draw would have given us a chance. To not even create a chance, it's not surprising, but it's not good enough. The bus thing, I know he's going to come out and use it as an excuse. I don't think it's an excuse at all. I think I've seen Jesse Lingard, when the bus is being hit by the bottles, he's filming it. He's filming it and he's laughing. If he's got time to get his phone out and have a good old laugh about it, then he's got time to get his kit on and put a performance for Manchester United, for the fans. I'm starting to get a bit annoyed with the players. I've always given them a free ticket. I will give them a free pass because I think under a different manager they can be so much better. But at some point the players have got to take the blame for as well. Rooney's not a centre midfielder and he's definitely not a captain. The only 2 people who come out of that performance today with any credit is De Gea. And considering he let 3 goals in, that sounds unbelievable, but he did save from Carroll one-on-one. And obviously Anthony Martial. I think Rashford didn't look up for it. Mata did well to set up Martial's goal. I thought it was a poor performance. I thought Smalling and Blind, who get so much credit, I thought they were really poor today. I said it on the watch along. I mean, they were leaving holes in that defence so deep. Adele was rolling in it. It just wasn't very good. Cam Neville, Sanchez to Bayern means everything. We've lost out again. I think it's bigger. I think losing him's disappointing, but I think because of the agent thing, I think we've probably messed up Mourinho as well. I just felt when I was looking at Van Gaal and Giggs on the bench, Van Gaal was really enthusiastic with Giggs, and he's never been like that all season. And Giggs was really enthusiastic back, and it just felt to me like they've been told you're here next year, and they're, oh yeah, we're luckily going to get 4th. We can keep building it, and then it'll be your jobs, Giggsy. And they messed it up. Well, more fool them. They've messed it up. I don't want them in charge anyway, but more fool them for messing it up. Sad day, and typically sad for Manchester United fans because we've got nothing to be proud about. That was our FA Cup final, really. Champions League football is more important than winning an FA Cup. And I'm sure we'll win the FA Cup, and I'm looking forward to the FA Cup because it's a day out, but it cannot mask the absolute disasters that I've mentioned. Going out of an easy Champions League group, going out to Liverpool with a whimper, messing up top 4 when it's absolutely handed on a plate to us and we didn't even deserve it. It's just beyond disappointing. Absolutely gone disappointing. PL Nickname says Blind was responsible for all 3 goals. I think Valencia was definitely at fault for one of them. You know, Valencia's done well, but I've said this before, he did it against Arsenal last year. He's a winger playing at right back. The problem with it was, for 3 or 4 games, as a band-aid, it works. But at some point, his positional sense will cost us a goal. Cost us probably 4th place today. It's unfair to blame Valencia for losing his 4th place because Van Gaal picks the team. but he will do. Rojo did it against Leicester. We should have won that game. Makes a mistake. Another 2 points dropped. Bad selections, bad selections. It all comes down to the manager. We play too many players out of position. He plays Fellaini too much. You know, tonight's not really about tonight. It was a massive opportunity. But over the course of the season, we needed probably 2 or 3 points more. Look at how many we've dropped. Bournemouth, Norwich at home, Southampton, you know, so many bad points. Tonight was a massive opportunity. We shouldn't have lost it. But it's a whole season. Look back at the whole season and you will only come to one conclusion. This absolute clown has got to be sacked. And it won't happen until probably next Monday. But he's got to go. Well, it won't happen next Monday either, will it? Because when top four's gone, they'll still let him have the FA Cup. I don't think he deserves the FA Cup. I'd sack him next Monday when top four's gone, and I'd let Giggs run the team out, because I think if you screw Man United over, you go. You don't get an FA Cup. Let him go. But Big T, we missed Fellaini, and what I did say on the watch along, in the last 10 minutes, it would have been nice to have something to throw up into the box. But you know, he throws his elbows around. He got what he deserved. So. What more can you say? West Ham are just having their parade now, blowing their bubbles. Blow me, West Ham. Absolutely scumbags what they did. But if you've not got a team to back you up, there's no point going to war. And we haven't got a team to do it. If he doesn't get sacked, Cush, when we finish 5th place, I can't see Man United. I think if we got 4th place, I think season ticket renewals and interest would stay interested. But he was going to struggle to get players to come to Man United anyway. He's going to really struggle to get players to come to a team that's in the Europa League managed by Van Gaal. I can't see how he's going to stay, but I think that Renato Sanchez deal totally screwed up Mourinho because they've got the same agent. I hope I'm wrong. And I hope in 2 weeks' time, after the FA Cup, that clown's gone and we can start again. But we're starting again 3 years over from starting again, 2 years over from starting again from Moyes. We can't keep starting over again. Get Mourinho, get the job done, and let's start getting back to where we the fans, deserve, because it's sickening, and I've had it up to here. And get commenting below. We will reply to your comments. Please like the video. Get involved with the United Stand. Hopefully it's going to be a really interesting summer. We're going to get rid of this clown, and we'll start buying some players who want to play for the shirt, because it's a massive, massive job. But I'm just, you think we're going to get something we don't deserve, and even then we mess it up. But that's where we're at. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll have a preview for the Bournemouth game. A bit of a wet squib, isn't it? But we've got to pick ourselves up. We've got to stand up. The fans are all that mattered. I've realised that all season. If it wasn't for you lot, then I think we'd all fall apart, wouldn't we? At least we've got some common sense amongst the fans. But disgrace, an absolute disgrace. And I think the players take some. Yeah, I would take Joachim Low, Ben. I would. But Mourinho's got to be the man. But how much lower can we go as a club before Woodward wakes up? There's 2 massive failures today. Renato Sanchez, which I think's Mourinho not coming as well, and then that shambles today. Never back Van Gaal. Never back Van Gaal. He'll always let you down. Thanks for watching.